God damn it. Hi-Fi. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I had a YouTube window open and it was replaying my own voice about 15 seconds later. It was very confusing. Okay, I don't know who's here, but welcome everyone. I'm going to be building a version of terminal.shop. This was built by the Primogen, the Primogen, and it's a coffee shop, basically like where you can order coffee and they would ship you a bag of coffee, and it's built in the terminal and it's served over SSH, and it's kind of cool. Here it is here. They're sold out, they don't have any products at the moment, but I can show you their interface. It's quite minimal, as you can see, which is quite nice. If I hit A, it goes to a different page. S for the shop, F for the FAQ, C for the cart. I can't go there anymore because they're sold out of coffee, but they had a payment page. Hello Rick. They had a payment page. If I remember correctly, it had like name, address, credit card, and then buy, I think. So I'll do that from memory, but the rest I'm going to kind of clone. It doesn't look like Textual. I'm going to build something which kind of replicates this. So I'm kind of going to style it so it has this kind of like nice minimal style, and it's just for fun. It's just for fun. I'm not going to sell coffee. If you want to sell coffee with this thing, you can. Can I increase my font size? Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. That better? I'll increase my font size here. There we go. I've got bad eyesight, so I probably need a bigger font. I've created a repo. Let me just get the repo up. So if you want to follow along commits and everything, you should see that repo there. It's just a framework at the moment. There's no code, just a README and various files, and that's where it's going to go. Okay, doke. Right, what should I do first? Let me just remind myself what it looks like. I don't think we'll bother with the loading screen. Cool. So we've got this top, don't know what we call them, tabs. In Textual that would probably be a tabs control, tabbed content, but they're going for different looks. So I think I'm going to try and imitate this. But first, I think I need to do some basic boilerplate. I'm going to implement like a column container. Import. I can't tell you how many times I've written that particular line. Do you use templates? Not usually, but I did this time. I used a cookie cutter because I didn't want to bother setting up all these files, and it creates like a nice framework to get you started very quickly. From Textual. I'm going to import a lot of things here, just because I kind of suspect I'll need them. And I'll import some widgets. Probably need static, probably need label. Class coffee app, version app. And first we need a compose method. I hope the keyboard is not too clacky. It's a mechanical keyboard. I'm going to reference a CSS file. I'm going to call it coffee.tcss. Oh, I'll need a placeholder. So we can see something. I'm just going to use the placeholder just so I can check it's working. Okay, so that's a very basic app. It's not going to do much. Okay, I'm in my virtual env. I think I just need to do coffee. No, that's not right. Where am I? I'll be able to. Oh. Okay, so I added a blank TCSS. Source code, oh, it's in the wrong place. All right, there we go. That took too long. Sounds awesome. Oh, I love the sound. I've got a quieter one in the office, but I quite like the sound. I wear headphones most of the time, so I don't hear the sound that much. I can understand how it might be annoying if you're in an office full of people with these keyboards, but I love them. Okay, so yeah, where was I? SSH coffee.shop. What was the SSH? Terminal.shop, not coffee.shop. Okay. So they've got a central column. Textual apps will tend to use the full width, but they've gone for a central column, keeps it minimal. So I'm going to implement that. Let me have a look. I'm going to work in just one screen. I think it's quite a simple interface. Can probably get away with a single screen. If it's more complicated, I'd use other screens. So we'll style this screen and align center top. It's because I want to have a column that is in the center of the screen. Uses up the full height, but just a set number of characters in the middle. Let's see, I'll call it, do you want to use PyCharm? No, I use VS Code. PyCharm's pretty awesome. Darren, my colleague, he uses PyCharm and I'm a bit envious, but I use VS Code. I'm going to define a column. I think it just needs to be vertical. Yeah, I was trialing Z. It's very snappy. I'd like to switch, but I'm missing a whole bunch of other extensions that VS Code has. What about I just pass with column. So I've defined a widget, now extended vertical. I do this just to give it a name. How did I get the git icon for the git ignore file? I don't know. It just came with a icon set, did it automatically. Don't know. Okay, so inside the screen you've got column. We want this to be a fixed width. I've tested this earlier and it was about 60 characters wide. But it does shrink. Let me just check. It just shrinks. So it will go below 60. So I want to imitate that. Max width 60. I think that's it. I think that's all I need there. It's not central. Do it. Nope. Haven't saved, that's why. Okay. That's my central column. I don't need border. I don't need this width either, actually. Tell you what I'll do. Yeah, I won't bother with that. Never mind. Okay, so there's my central column. Straightforward enough. I think I'm going to work on that header. Just going to call it header. So horizontal. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to open a new tab just so I can switch between the app and my own code. All right, so I want to implement this. It's got terminal, shop, about, fac, cart. Okay. No. Shop, about, fac, cart. I've just got in the habit of using typing. It just comes natural to me, and I actually find it very hard to work with code that doesn't have typing. For me, it's almost like formalized comments. So yeah, it's just instinctive. Okay, so I've defined a header. I want that to go inside the column. This won't look right now, it'll be stacked wrong. Terminal shop about fac. Oh, I'll open a dev console soon. Let me have a go at the fac. Okay, so inside the column, we've got header. And how big should it be? I think it should be width 1fr. Inside, and we want, what do we want? We want the label to have a bit of padding. Nothing on top, we need two on the side. Terminal shop, right? Yes. We want margin. What happened there? Actually, this might be easier if I keep switching windows like this. So I was trying to make it easy to look at, but it's not easy. So okay, I should be able to run. Oh, I need to install Textual Dev, that's why. Okay, I've installed Textual Dev in the environment, and if I do Textual run --dev -c python -m coffee, no module named coffee. Why is that? Huh. I should have checked these environmental things. It never goes right. I think maybe I just need to install it again. Let's try. It's using okay, there we go. Virtual environments. I don't know what was going on there, but let me try. Hopefully I should be able to put like border heavy. Okay, there we go. That's what I was wanting to try and achieve. I don't know why I required that command line. Python environments. All right, so I want to put like a border. I want it to be in the center. Let me put a border around that. Just okay. So the width should be auto. Okay. I want to center that. Change the code, so that needs to be run it again. Okay, so that's kind of where are we? Not quite the same, is it? Okay, that's not border. Where is it? It is keyline. Dim thin. Oh, it crashed. What happened there? Double, heavy, or thin. All right, so that way. Keyline type color. Okay, it doesn't like dim, thin. Okay, so there's no margin. Keyline requires margin. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It was more grey, wasn't it? I don't know. I'll just close enough. I think close enough. I think this should actually be the full width. So I'm going to make this width 1FR. That's making the header. I don't think I want it center. Didn't like that either. Okay. Okay. Next widget we want is, I think we want a content switcher. This is a widget to switch between different panels, different bits of content. Content switcher. Get rid of the placeholder. Okay, hang on. Gloves. Shop. Cart. What mouse do I use? A trackpad. Just a magic trackpad. I like the trackpad better than the mouse. Find it easier to use. I use a mouse for gaming though. Okay, what am I doing? Yeah, so I'm adding a content switcher, which should, I think, show the first placeholder. It shows a placeholder. Let me look at the placeholder. I can give it a label. It's shop. This is a wrong key press. What the? Alright. What's going on there? Let me just get rid of the content switcher for now. Okay, so that's showing the shop. I think I need to give the content switcher a default. What is it? Default. It is initial. Okay. Nope, that's not working. Is that a selector? Yeah, these will take a ID. Initial should be the ID. It's not a selector. I'm gonna have to move the terminal. I can't. It's quite irritating to have to switch between them like this. There we go. Oh, okay, so the content switcher is not high enough. It needs to get a default height, and that height should be 1FR. If there's any takeaway from this, it's like put borders around things. If you don't know what's happening, put borders around things. Right, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to put in the functionality to like switch between these things. I believe it was, yeah, S, A, F, and C. I'm going to define an action. Switch panel. Panel takes a string. None. Let's see, query one. So basically, I want. No, that's wrong. I need content switcher. Active equals panel. It's not active. This is why I have typing information, because I'm terrible memory. Current equals panel, and then I'm going to add some bindings for the keys. It was S for shop. Okay, so I'll create some bindings. I have an action called switch panel. When they press that key, it'll run this bit of code. That'll look up the content switcher, and it'll set the current to that string. So if I've done it correctly, which is no means guaranteed, I should be able to go to A for about, F for fact, C for car. Okay, success. Finally getting somewhere. Right. What else? Okay. So it has like a little footer here. Do they all have that footer? They do, but it's different keys. Okay. S add remove. Okay. I want a class to act as a container for this content. And that would render its own footer, I think. Okay, so I'm going to call that panel, just because I called it panel here. And it is a vertical. I'm going to yield a placeholder again. Placeholder. Let's see. Yeah, so they just become panels, not placeholders. Constructor. Inuit. so this is not going to look much different. I think it should look similar. Yeah. Okay, so that's still working. Just got the okay placeholder. Okay. About card key. That's fine. And this panel should have a footer. Which is a horizontal, isn't it? It's horizontal. Yeah, so horizontal. I'm just going to yield some text for the time being. It goes here. Header, footer, I'm going to add a bit of style. I'm going to border top. Give it border top. I'm going to give it margin. Add it here, content switcher. Oh, so a panel should contain a footer because each panel has its own footer information, so I'll just yield it there. So that should give every panel a footer, and I will have to style the panel. Okay, I'll change this to a vertical scroll because I'm thinking if information doesn't fit in the panel, I want to be able to scroll up and down. So I'm going to call that a vertical scroll. And I'm going to give it an ID just so I can refer to it in the CSS. ID content. Actually, maybe not ID, maybe a class. So the content should be height 1FR. That should make it use up all the available space. The footer, I think, should be height auto. So it uses up wherever it needs. Let's see. That did not work. Okay. Let's see. Content switcher, panel, vertical scroll. That's, I think, should go in there. And oh, I didn't save this, did I? Footer goes here. Yay. Okay. So that is switching, but we need different content. Okay. Okay, so I'll start with the shop. They had one product. It's never sold out. We're going to assume they need. I'm going to assume they want more than one product. Okay. I'm going to use a data class. To define the product. Yeah, I might have used the tabs or tabbed content, but it's just mainly to recreate the same look and feel. If I was doing this from scratch in a more textual style, then I probably would have used tab content. Okay, so I need name. What is this? SKU, stock keeping unit, price, description. Okay. Name is stir. Price. Okay, for prices, I'm going to use decimals. You shouldn't use floats when it comes to currency, because rounding errors are a big deal. Decimal and star. Maybe you should add number of units left. I'll gloss over that for now, but I need to define a bunch of products. Constant. This might come from a database if we're actually building a real thing, but I'm just going to make some constants here. Product. Okay, name, what is it? Nil blend coffee. And SKU. Oh, I don't have auto formatting turned on here. No, I do. I just very long. Price. I don't know what key press I do to keep launching the interpreter there. Okay, price. Description. A hint of fig. That sounds lovely. Okay. So I've got a product. I'm going to add another product. Name equals, I'll do a Python version, non-blind coffee. SKU, whole bean. I like a light roast. I don't know what this 12 OZ is. Don't know what that means. I'm gonna 500 grams. Price. I'm gonna make it cheaper. Description equals delicious honey method coffee with hints of caramel. I just made that up. Also, I can't spell delicious. Still can't spell delicious. Delicious. Okay. Have I dabbled with Rust? I've got a Rust book. I think I've got 2 Rust books. And I've read some of them. I don't know if that counts as dabbling. I've always thought that if I run into speed difficulties, optimizing Python, that I would write a Rust module. But so far, whenever that happens, I managed to tune the Python code to be adequately fast. So no, I haven't really written any Rust. One day I will. I like to. Okay, so we have panel and wanted to show products. So I'll call it products panel. It should be a vertical scroll. I need a widget to represent a product. I want to show them in the products panel. I've already got a product class. What should I call it? Product widget. Product widget, that'll do. There's not much to the project widget. It's just basically just a vertical, isn't it, with some text. Okay. I think it's a similar story. I think Rust is very good for interfacing with Python. It's a natural language to use, and there seems to be a good synergy. And all these tools written in Rust is fantastic. But for things I build with Python, speed's just never been an issue. Even with Textual, I want that to run on Raspberry Pis, and it can without any particular C optimizations or anything. It's just pure Python code. I mean, you do have to go to lengths some of the time. Dirty optimizations. By dirty optimizations, I mean optimizations which make your code harder to read. That I find a dirty optimization. And yeah, I've done a little bit of that, but so far I've never dipped into Rust. Okay, so I've got product widget. The constructor should take the product. Okay, so how should the product look? So I think I'm just going to yield, let's see, statics, I think statics. Product.name is of course self.product.name. I don't know how that'll render actually. I'll wrap it with D or something. What was I complaining about? It needs to be a stir. I might have to change how that renders. I'll do for now. Yield. Okay, so product widget. Okay, products panel basically contains product widgets. So for product in products. GitHub Copilot, I tried it a while ago, and it produced garbage code. That was a while ago though. I know it's improved. Every time I look at it, it gets a little bit better. But as soon as it produces a bug or code that just doesn't work, then I just go back to my own human brain in disgust. But yeah, I do think that like these AIs are the future. And one of these days I'm going to rely on it, but not now. Okay, so I've got content switcher full of panels. I want to replace one of those panels with the products panel. Start with shop. Keep the ID. Let's see what this does. Okay. Yeah, information is there. It's all styling. never used Zig. I hear a lot of people talking about it. I used to be a polyglot. I'm sure you're not. I used to be a polyglot. I did C, C++, I did Ruby, I did Python, I did JavaScript, I did lots of other languages. And then years ago I settled on Python because I could do everything I wanted with Python. Other languages are great, and if I find the need to switch, I will, but I haven't found the need. Alright, so we've got our products on screen. I just need to style them. I think the product widget needs to be focusable, because we need to be able to move between products and order one. So I need to be able to select products. I'm going to make it focusable. The product widget, let's see. Its height should be auto. And I'm going to give it a focus style. And focus, border, heavy, accent. Will that do it? Not quite. Give it some margin. And the background color, let's see. Okay. Bit of padding. Okay, there's our products there, but I can't select them. Why not? Oh, because I haven't set can focus equals true. Oh yeah, there we go. Focus them. This is a bit disturbing. Is when you select it, it'll kind of jump around. I need to give it a border, which is reserve the space for border, but doesn't actually display it. That's not correct, is it? Border. Oh, is it blank? Yes, it's blank. Okay. I think there's too much spacing there, maybe. I'll reduce the margin a tad. Okay. So I just want to style this a little bit to look like this. Okay, I'm going to give these styles these different things here. I need to add classes so I can refer to them in the CSS. Okay, product widget. Let's see. Okay. I'm giving it just a margin. Nope, I need to restart it because I've changed the code. Nope. Alright, non-blend color, okay. Oh, I haven't saved. There we go. So that's good. Skew. not bold there, but I like bold. Skew. Will that work? Will that kind of work? Yeah. The price is in red. Color. I'm going to use a predefined color for error. It's not an error, but it is red. Okay. And that should be bold as well, shouldn't it? Textual bold. Close enough. Actually, maybe I should just make it a bit more vivid. Oh, that's wrong. A bit more vivid, and it's in dollars. Where's the product? Oh, okay, here's the product. I think I'm going to do some fancy formatting. So I can put dollar in it. I also need to, I can't remember the formatting mini language. Oh, that's cool, fine. I'm glad you're enjoying Python. Does anyone remember how to use the formatting language to add 2 leading zeros? Is that right? Can you use watch file to automatically reload the UI when you save changes? Probably. I haven't tried that, to be honest. But yeah, that would be nice. How do I... Is it just 2 like that? Nope. I always have to look this up. 0 to F, is that right? Okay. I thought that's what it was. Ah, there you go. Thanks, Rick. Products. Okay, so we got products there. Does this scroll? It does. Okay. But it scrolls off the footer. Oh, I haven't got a footer. The footer's gone. Where's the footer? Oh, so I've got a custom one here. I will have to add my footer here. That should be inside a container. Let's just see what that looks like. That does not look correct. The footer's a horizontal. Where's footer? Have I not defined? I'll have to find footer. There we go. Footer should have height auto. It's inside panel. Let's move that out for a second. Oh, it's in the wrong place. It shouldn't be inside the product widget. That's not correct. It's in the products panel. Okay, it's not right though. It's not anchored to the bottom. What I need to do is make, I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see that, but I need to make this bit expand to the full height. So product panel, I guess just need to put this inside vertical. The vertical containers. Hello anonymous. Or height 1FR, so I think, there we go. Okay, so if I resize, that works. Does this scroll? I want a vertical scroll here. So I don't want this to scroll. I want this sort of containery bit to scroll. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Probably don't need that space there. Where's that coming from? Margin. Oh, maybe you don't need margin at all, actually. Oh, what happened? Something went wrong. How did I do that? Broken the CSS. Has it got? Hasn't got a border. I've broken the CSS. Where's the footer? It's probably because I've moved it inside panel. Okay, that's better. Okay, I want margin at the bottom. That's what I'm missing. So I want none on the top, none on the right. To the bottom and left. There. That looks like a more plausible footer. Okay. Alright, let's look back here. So when the coffee wasn't sold out, there was like a counter here where you could do plus and minus to add and subtract the number of units. I'm going to implement that. I could just put a text input, but I'm going to do something a bit more advanced. So much code now, gosh. Product widget, so the product widget should contain this class, product counter, order counter, order selector. I'm going to call order counter. Should be a horizontal. So I'm going to have minus the count and then plus. Yield static. Is it plus or minus? Yeah, just minus yield static 0 plus. I'm going to call this minus count yeah, well, it's just for fun. I'm not putting down what Primogen did. The kind of code he's working on is a bit more low level, and I think he made a good job of it. So I'm not trying to say that this is better. I hope it's going to be less code, and yeah, it's just for fun. Okay, so every product widget will have an order counter. Let's see what that looks like. wrong thing. I want this. All wrong. I need to style the order counter. Height should be auto. Width should be auto as well, actually. I don't see it. Where is it? Border red. There it is. Why is it not displaying anything? Let's try entering some text. See if it isn't horizontal. I'll give it a width, see what happens. Count. It should probably be labels actually. The label has auto width already. Okay, that's kind of what I wanted. I want to add a bit of padding though. So the minus, I'll set margin. Actually, I'm going to be a bit lazy and I'm going to just say that everything under that should have margin 0.1. Will that work? Yeah, that works. Thanks, Llama. Appreciate it. Okay, so I don't have anything to work from here, but I'll stick with that for the time being. I actually kind of like the rectangle around it. It shouldn't be red though. I'll set it to background. It's not very clear, is it? Set it to success. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Primogen, of course, that makes more sense. Not Primogen, Primogen. Okay, so functionality, I want this to actually be an actual counter. And I'm going to have to define some bindings, which are on the product widget to do the count. I think this is a time to import reactive. Reactive, and I guess order number, order count. Just call it count. I'll call it order count. Okay. Order counter needs to display the order count. The where's that widget? The order counter needs that as well. But this should be okay. That should display as it was previously. I think I can do data bind. I can't remember how this works. I wrote it a while back. I think is it product widget? Okay. I think what I need is bindings. So minus, okay, minus, I need an action. Subtract. Actually, just call it action order and delta int. So we do an action order +1 or -1 to adjust the counter. That should work. Order -1 minus plus order +1. This works. Doesn't work. Let me use text. Okay, it's plus and minus. Product widget. Best debugging technique. 1 divided by 0. Okay, it's because I didn't have it focused. I'll do self.app.bell. So if I focus 1, right, I'm pressing plus and minus. I don't even hear the beeping. Order count. The order count. Oh. Recompose is relatively new. I hope it works. But I should be able to do. Oh, there we go. Plus, 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 minus, 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 plus, 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 minus, minus, minus. It'll do negative. We don't want negative, do we? So we don't want negative orders. Okay, so I can't have -1 coffees. That's good. Okay. I will add something to the footer, I think. Okay. So, where's the footer? Products panel, footer. Footer's constant, isn't it? It's just a piece of text. Yeah, it's just a piece of text, so I can just do footer. Let's see, what does shop have? Plus add, minus remove. Okay. Plus add, minus remove. I'll make this character bold. For no particular reason. What's that complaining about? Ah, so the footer, what is the footer? It's a label, okay. Do I need a footer? Can I not just have it a label? I think it can just be a label. It doesn't need to be a custom class. I can just just make it a label. I'll have to change the style. Oh, wrong again. Okay, so I sort of add remove there. Whereas I will give it a footer class, and then I will change the footer type to just class as footer. Okay, I need the width to be 1FR. Okay, and is that centered? It is centered. Text align center. That looks okay. Well, there's a bit of spacing there. I could make these all widgets, but I think I'm just going to artificially add some spaces. Oh, I keep relaunching the wrong one. Oh no, I don't know that. What do I want? Okay, and it also had C for cart and Q for quit. Lowercase. I haven't got Q for quit. I'll add that quickly. Let me just check that works. Doesn't work. Is it quit? Yeah, the action's called quit. It's not called exit. Okay, and does C work? C goes to cart. Well, nothing there. S back to shop. Oh, just noticed you got some extra text here. I will change the header. Bold. Is that right? Oh, I just noticed the color changes here to show when it's selected. It's nice. Done. I think I should implement that. Shop about fuck card shop. Okay, so this is going to be a bit more involved. I guess we need a reactive. That indicates which shop, which label should be active. Default of shop. Switch panel. The app should have an active panel as well. picture. Where's the header? Ah, the header, okay. Data bind. Coffee app.active panel. And I want to set the active panel when I switch the panel. And okay. So it's not going to change the rendering, is it? Product widget, products panel, the header. I think what I do is I want to watch the active panel here. So this will get called when that changes, and I want to highlight the appropriate thing. How should I do that? I think set a class. What do I want to set it to? I can probably just recompose it. I can probably do active, if active, something like that. That should work. I will underline it if it's active. I doubt this will work first time. Oh, active, about, fact, cart. Okay, it does work first time. Shop, about, active, cart. Okay. Can't click those. The original was kind of keyboard oriented, so I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, that looks fairly close. Not exactly, obviously. About, what's an about? That's just text, isn't it? Okay. So I've got a products panel. I will need an about panel. I think I'm just going to stick some markdown in there. I'm going to define that up here somewhere. awesome coffee shop brought to you by right. So products panel. Now I want, what is it, about panel. That'll do. Add a bit of padding. Add a bit of padding to the top. Padding top. Okay. Terminal Products Inc. Okay. Will's Coffee Inc. Shop about FAQ. What goes in the FAQ? Okay, I'll implement a FAQ. Yeah, I'll do it in the same way as I've done the products. Very similar. Data class. Question. Q. There. A. Def. Oh god. FAQs. Okay. Where do you ship? Where do you ship? Answer. We don't ship anything. Question. Is your coffee ethically sourced? Is your coffee ethically sourced? Nope. We club baby sales for the... Oh, I can't say that. Yes. Is ordering via SSH secure? How do you store my data? Will Mel make me a better developer? He is quite funny, this guy. Question. What is the meaning of life that you never and every... It's 42. Okay, so we have a products panel, about panel, it'll be the FAQ panel. It's a vertical. I don't need a widget for this, I'm just going to yield labels. Question Q. And that's all I need to do. I probably need like a class as equals question. assume I need a padding on the top. And then what do we need? Dot question. How do you style it? You just styled it white. I think the answer has padding. I think it's panzer 1. Okay. About panel. This. About fac. That worked. I haven't got my footer. I need to add a footer to about and fac. About. Okay, where's products panel? I would normally put all these widgets in separate files. This is just for the ease of building things initially. Where's the thing with the footer? Oh, I just said this is all I need for the footer, isn't it? Products panel. Okay, about. What was it? C for cart. And the back panel had what was the back panel? Scroll and cart. I'll just leave it at cart because everything scrolls automatically. I'm going to just repeat these questions just to experiment with scrolling. I might have broken it. I'm going to repeat these a few times. Oh, that's not what I meant to repeat. That's the products. Is the fac panel. So I can see that needs to go inside a vertical scroll. I'll repeat that 10 times. See what happens. About fac. Okay, so fac scrolls. It's not focused actually. Which means you won't be able to use a keyboard without it being focusable. Does this work? Let me check. Don't know if that works. I'll come back to that. Shop about fac. Oh, the about the that's down there. Why is that? Is that because I need to set that to WFR products panel. And it calls us content. I don't have a panel class anymore, do I? I can get rid of panel. I don't think I need this. Let me try. I do need it. Saved. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's not right. Why is that looks like it's not wide enough. Why is that? Is it because this markdown isn't returning far? Okay. Just checking the footer was working. Shop about back cart. Okay, so the cart was like a checkout page. It had like a form and name, address, credit card number, etc. Order. I will try to implement something like that. I guess it would be a cart panel. This is a vertical. I'm going to need inputs, text and labels. The value should be empty, but the placeholder, just name. I guess need address, credit card number. Yield, label, address, line 1, I guess, address 1. go on the vertical scroll. Like the other ones. I think I need a button as well, don't I? Okay, we got a cart panel. Replacing this empty panel. Save card, name, credit card address. I'm going to style that a little bit. Obviously, these labels don't align very well. Where are we? Card panel. You should have a bit of padding maybe after the input. Oh, should be margin. There we go. Maybe that button should be a bit padded. Probably. Should I make that green? Cart. Place order. Boom. Credit card. This is a bit of a problem actually when you're entering text. Obviously, you can't use these keys. You can't use the FAQ and everything. I wonder, I can't remember how he handled it here because I can't order now. Like if I go to cart and then which I can't do, and then I start typing, I won't be able to use F. So what do? I just tab through, I guess, until I just tab through it, yeah. Shop. About. FAQ cart. Oh, that needs a footer. Where's the footer? I can't remember what would go in the footer. Did not go footer. Oh, maybe tab. Next field. Shift plus tab. Previous field. Maybe that's all. Let's try that. Cart. Yeah, okay, there we go. FAQ about shop. Select it. Plus minus minus. Plus minus about cart. Okay. That's just about there. I mean, it's got the layout and everything. I'm sure there's plenty to do with validation, obviously. If I remember correctly, it had validation when you tab between fields. So if you didn't put your name in or your credit card wasn't valid, then it would give you a warning. I'm not going to do that today, but it's certainly doable. Tab. But yeah, it's about there. I mean, you could, once you've added the validation, you would place like a HTTP request when you hit place order to any server you want with this information, and you've got a working coffee shop. I'm going to commit this for what it's worth. Coffee shop. I'm going to try serving this with Textual web. Is anyone listening right now? I don't know how many people are on here. I'm going to try serving it with Textual web. I can't remember command line. Let's see. Okay, that works. So, oh no, that didn't work. What is the command? Is it Python M? Python M coffee. There we go. It's online. About back cart. Yeah, that's doable. If anybody's, is it an hour and a half? Gosh, time just flew by. If anyone wants to go to this URL, they should be able to see it in their browser. Fingers crossed. Did that come through? Ha! Not that productive really. Felt like I was muddling through for the most part. There was one thing actually that I noticed, the way Primogen's done it. If you shrink the terminal, it does this, where things don't fit, and that's quite clever. He's thinking about usability. And if you press M, cool. If you press M, it shows you the keys. That's all it does, though. You just hit escape, so it's telling you the keys if you haven't got it. I want to try doing something different in our app, but when we shrink it, I want them to stack vertically rather than horizontally. I think that should be doable. I think I can manage another half an hour before I have to go and cook dinner. Let's have a look at the header. Okay, so the headers are horizontal. If I make it a container, where's the header gone? It will stack horizontally. I'll switch to another tab. Oh, it's gone very slow for some reason. What's going on there? Oops. Oh, coffee. There's hatch shell. Yep. Hatch shell. Python dash app. Coffee. Right. Okay. So it can display it vertically, but I need to style that a bit. What I want to do is have the container with a class horizontal and vertical, so I can like switch between these styles. Let's see, where's header? So by default, I want the layout to be horizontal. I can't remember what the command is, but anyway, that should make it horizontal. But I want it to go vertical when it's narrow. So I'm going to add a class to app. I haven't done this before. I'm kind of experimenting. You get a different instance every time. So when you visit the URL, it launches an instance, and when you exit that, it closes it. So you could right now launch 1 million instances and probably hurt my machine. So please don't do that. App.narrow header. I'm going to make the layout vertical and label width 1FR. Okay, so that should do nothing, right? But I should be able to add classes here. I think it's default classes. So if it's narrow, hope this works. Didn't work. Default classes. Oh, it's a stir. That's why. Still didn't work. Okay. Still not working. Why is that not working? Border red. Coffee app done now. Nope. Anyway, I'm going to assume that's going to work. What I want to do is capture on resize. Ugh. That should set the active class when the width is less than 60. Not active, narrow. And what should be happening? Oh, is it these screens? Okay, so that is getting called. I'm getting the width. Self dot. I think I should set it on screen. I think I might be setting it on that as a mistake. There we go. Okay. Fiddled around, but that kind of works. Okay, let me just get rid of that red. Okay, so it's horizontal here, but if I go too small, there it goes vertical. That's what I intended to do. Took way too long now. Gonna check that in. Thanks, Rick. Take care. Okay, if anyone's playing along with this, I'm going to restart, run it again. You should be able to see the header. It should work in the browser just as anything does. Oh, it's a different URL. Yeah, that works. Shop, about, fac, cart. Okie doke. Thanks, guys. That's it for today. How long was this? That's 2 hours of coding. I'm amazed that anyone sat through that. It's just me looking confused half the time. The code's up on the repo. Feel free to experiment with it. I'm not going to complete it. I'm not going to actually implement a online coffee shop. But this was a fun experiment. I hope you found it interesting. I'll leave the textual web thing up for a while I cook dinner, and let me know if you've got any questions, and I'll catch you another time. Cheers, bye. Take care.